Am I supposed to be dying, Rocco? I mean, Sergio? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know
Well,
anything
that's the
about this
last
game.
girl.
This bitch has a flashlight.
Dude, the whole
I'm doing something
good.
wrong.
Why is it just on her chest?
It's clipped on her shirt.
Oh.
Alright.
Right now.
Notice how there's no one telling you what to do on the speakers anymore.
Take it. Yeah.
Take it,
Don't
Jimmy.
take it.
Take.
You
No,
have to.
we're not taking it.
It's gonna protect you.
Bet Jimmy gets the bad ending because he knows tablets.
Is it still night?
We probably woke
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night. From that.
Oh,
Oh, it's locked. Oh,
Maybe you do have to take the pill.
take the pill then.
let me see if I can get anything.
Yeah, don't
Not
see
taking the
anything
pill.
else.
Jump out the window.
See, this girl seems to be the smartest one.
Why?
Because she always says something like... To the first girl, she said, don't go. She always has like some kind of lore in her text. Haven't you been listening?
You seem you neither. You can't think of anything.
Dude, Jimmy, big brain. Take
Because...
Because the
Not
other
taking
one has
it.
water, right?
Dude, drink some water.
Aw.
Come on, Jimmy.
Check that.
I mean,
I will
Jimmy,
not
you
keep
gotta,
it.
you gotta take that tablet. It won't let you lead into.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
You won't take the tablet. It's too scared to take
One
the
of
tablet.
escape.
Take the tablet.
She's the one that's... Okay.
No, you can't. Clearly, you can't get out a little bit.
wait. You guys are-
look underneath. You can see.
What's it called? You guys are peer pressuring me
You
into
can
taking
see
drugs
through
right
the
now.
floorboards beneath you.
Drugs are bad.
Yeah, and what do I do about that, Rocco?
Something's lit up behind underneath you.
What is that one?
Come on.
Dark?
Come on, Jimmy.
Nothing.
You only select it if it's bright. So, oh,
How was I supposed to
Never
see
mind.
that? I was just spamming A.
oh, never mind. You know how to
Jimmy,
take the
come
tablet.
on.
Yeah, I don't have to take the drugs.
Damn.
Jimmy.
Pussy.
Watch me die immediately at the first door.
Pussy.
You should go check
Oh,
on that.
gladly
I'll
take
check.
that shit. Oh, gun? Oh, yeah, here's a gun right there.
I left the rifle like we talked about. See, this girl knows something. You have to kill it tonight. The door to the library is under the porch.
Okay, now you go to the basement.
That Jimmy misses all his shots and.
It's got that Resident Evil aiming. It does.
Oh my
Dude, what the
god.
hell is that? Leave it.
How am I supposed to aim?
Well, Jimmy, you play Resident Evil?
No?
It's like
Oh, then
Resident
you're
Evil.
gonna die. Good
For
luck.
Resident Evil, right? Remake.
Oh, okay,
No.
you're good then.
No, but
Well, not
it
Resident
doesn't
Evil
have
2
it doesn't have the auto
He
aim.
means Resident Evil 2.
Oh, Resident Evil 2, the remake? Oh, you're gonna lose.
Where did it say it was?
In the basement.
Oh, the basement.
Up your ass around the corner, down Main Street.
Let's see. Will Jimmy live or die?
You're gonna have to shoot its leg and its arm. Those
How do you know? I can't even go up and down with this thing. It's just forward.
Yo, auto aim, Jimmy. Yo, auto aim.
Jimmy Flake. Dude, plot twist. Jimmy gets in.
Which door was it?
Oh shit, Chris!
Yeah.
It's the Spencer Mansion.
This one was this one.
Oh. Prequel?
Because as soon as I walked out, I got hit by the...
Dude, and the final boss Tyrant.
It's a prequel. Yeah. Before Zero.
It was not this one. Great. Oh, man.
Jimmy gets grabbed.
Oh, this fucking milk is nasty. Fuck.
What the fuck?
Fucking milk is bad. No wonder the cereal tastes nasty.
Bruh.
Bruh? Moment? Chris?
Chris.
I thought
Damn,
the
you don't like?
fucking cereal tastes nasty because I hate.
Damn, I have some milk too. A milk carton. Damn, get some cereal.
Sergio flakes?
Honey bunches of oats?
Honey bunches of.
Oh,
Sergio Flakes.
yeah? Like,
Sergio, give me some flakes.
let me
What a
let me
chat.
shake my head then.
Jimmy, you gotta hold it sideways though, otherwise you won't do more damage.
I'm just gonna aim and shoot as best as I can because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Jimmy, you lost. You got the bad ending. I'm sorry.
You were supposed to take the pills.
Oh man, it's
You
unlocked.
weren't
Great.
supposed to let anyone die, Jimmy. You failed. Flake.
That
Damn, you're
sucks.
screwed.
I got the best character now, so
Choose how you die, Jimmy. Left or right?
Wait, Rocco's gone?
No.
Oh,
RP Flake.
quite the
it's kind of weird. I don't hear him yelling at me to play the game faster.
Because it's obvious what you have to do now.
Yeah,
Oh,
put down Rocco.
David Dorn.
Oh yeah, that's the door.
Oh man, come on.
Oh shoot,
Ah!
Santa?
Watch out for the dumpster in front of you.
Rocco, you replayed this?
No, but like.
Rocco, what the hell?
Oh, there's red. That means bad.
Oh man, here we go. Let's go. Okay.
Oh my god.
July 24th, 1922.
Man, pour that nasty
My
ass milk in it.
suspicions be not only confirmed, but completely validated by my final discovery.
Reading
Last night, the Zealots were less than happy to come to realize that my line of questioning hadn't ceased even after several more months of experiments. The hierarchs took to keeping me as content with research material as possible, hopefully to keep me stimulated. Perhaps too much so to ask my questions while the radiant heat from my engine slowly cooked away my mind and warped my body. It's quite unfortunate from them that these walls are my walls, and that I know
Cheers.
where to get anywhere
Okay,
I
right here
need
then. I don't want
in
to
this
light too.
manner. This is what led me to finally listening in on one of their perverse sermons. The things that these madmen ramble on about would give a man pause, but hardly make him listen far beyond that. I have been far too close to these happening for far too long to not listen, though listen and understand. They spoke of their great God of the machine. They spoke of it, and it communicates through their dreams as it had with me, showing them the prophetic visions of their future. They speak of the day the machine is finally fed the blood of the last. They speak of the blood-red sky opening to their lords, the convergence of the two worlds, the legions of our fallen that will return to herald in the reconnection of the true world to our own, and the slaughter that will fill every city of man, and that their own bodies will begin ascending in their holy vessels. Everything I've been seeing has been giving me new context, and I realize that I've been betrayed. Every single thing the entity had told me had been a means to complete the bridge. Cain's terrible staircase to his gods, where I, a weaker man, perhaps my mind would have been so gone as to this news meaning nothing to me. But this truth is before my eyes. I will bring the devil to this world if I allow the machine to continue running. The more blood I spill, the closer I get to ending it for all of us. The maniacs seem to have yet to notice how suspicious I've become, which will work in my advantage. It will take no time to disable the devices that power this hellish engine, and hopefully even less time to destroy it. My body may be changing the same as all of the others, but my strength is far from gone. If I can truly dismantle the device, then I may have some chance at salvation. This will take some time, but if I am left to my devices, then I will have the time to tie up the loose ends that may be left in this research and plans for a safe passage of my darling Juliet. God, Juliet, wife, how I have betrayed her, if she still even resides in this hell I've created for us, then I must tell her the truth, seek some kind of forgiveness. Though my acts have been as evil as any lunatic's, let it never be said that I stopped loving my Juliet.
Oh, shit, that's
I will
still
save
not-
her from this future. I will end all this myself. I just need enough time to put this in motion. Please wait for me, my love. Let me be the man you know I am, to take care of Dr. Cage Hauser.
Now play.
Get some Scooby snacks.
So why are there first aid kits, but there's no monsters?
Well, you're about to fight a monster right now, Jimmy. So you better get that and make it. My boy.
What is-
My nig.
So you have to walk to it to use it. I can't just carry it with me.
My trigger. My Peko Na.
What?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, so soon.
You're not reading that,
this
Jimmy.
is gonna lie.
You're not-
This is
you're
gonna
not-
lie.
No, skip. We're not.
Oh
reading that.
my god.
Don't read that, Jimmy.
You're not actually gonna read that.
Don't read that.
I might.
G.
Don't.
Alright, here we go.
No. Don't.
October 1st,
Oh my god.
You're
1919.
actually
No.
gonna read it?
Months of trials, months of failures, months of that infernal voice pushing itself deeper and deeper into my brain. With each failed test, the being seems to grow more and more impatient, not being able to figure out how to communicate its help to me, wanting a chance to get its hands on something uniquely corporal. The long, dried and mingled corpses of my ancestors produced very little in the way of true results. The bodies attempting to move. Moaning, cracking. At first, I thought the enfeebled material was the reasoning
Jimmy, why
why
are
the
you
being
reading
could
this?
not occupy them
Why?
for very long. But as it seemed we moved further into the more presently dead, the results did not seem any more promising. It can't seem to focus on any one corpse long enough to keep anything sustained connection, much less apply anything that resembles. And before too long, it's as if the body simply loses and connection, trying to scream in agony before its flesh, or lack thereof. In my desperation, I have even turned to Cousin Garrett. Everything about the boy looked withered by all the time in his dark decay. There was a moment that I couldn't even see the surgical scars that I left him. It was almost cathartic, in a way that catharsis was truly ruined. However, when I brought him within range of the machine, like all the others, were moments before he started moving, unlike the others. He refused to stop moving. Garrett's convulsions slowed after mere moments before he began to rise, sitting up for a brief moment. It was almost as if he had my cousin back. The illusion was quickly shattered when the shrieking began. Not uncommon for any of these attempts, but something about it was so much closer to human, yet so much further away than, to all my surprise, the creature that was Garrett began shambling upward, moving towards the stairs. I was as excited as I was terrified. There was something here that I had not expected, something much more. In my disbelief, I ignored his movement, ever closer to the exit of the basement. Soon he was pulling at the door, attempting to find his way into the world above. I didn't know what to do as he began to amaze against the heaven wooden barrier. It was almost no time before his howls began again. I knew it was a matter of time before the rest of the manor would be alerted to the beast. I did my best in my panic to turn them away, but I had no means of removing that creature, its strength somehow greater than anything the withering body should have been able to produce. In my desperation, I took
Is Jane really
the only things I could think of that may be able to stop it. My old service pistol. It took more shots than any man ever could to finally put it down. No more twisting into a discarded flesh, no more crumbling into the same old set of dried skin and bone. This corpse returned to being a corpse. I had to let Garrett down in his rest yet again. This will all be worth it in the end. It has to be. December 1st, 1920. My research has started to stagnate.
Man, this is the scariest part so far.
Start drying out. As my patience for these repeated failures on the same decrepit meat that I am being forced to abide with. The voices have gotten clearer than ever, trying to guide me in the particular direction that I have been managing to fight off for so long. Why are the sins I've filled my life with the last few years not enough for this being? Why does it think that the corpses and parts that I've been forced to manipulate aren't good enough? The failures to keep the host long enough it's more than obvious now, and I fear that I have no other option but to give in to its alluring promise to finally end this expansion. I would need a living host to continue this work.
Exactly 100
Perhaps
years ago.
at one point this may have shocked me to the point that I would leave this research behind. But perhaps it knew that and kept this knowledge from me just long enough to hope my drive would get past such a moral hard block. Perhaps me knowing this has given me sort of a split that I can escape to in my reasoning, but every time I'm forced to look at that painting of a bastard Cain sitting in his lab, staring down at me as if he always knew I'd never succeed his work, I feel just that a little bit of pride pushed me back past the barrier that would hold my dream through the realms of mortality. Thankfully, the being has provided something more than adequate to satiate this
it's
hunger.
already.
For the better part of the last year, I've heard from the staff and what little I do hear of them, that strange groups of men be congregating and asking to see me. My work has been far too important to spare them this time, but thanks to the recent break in my research, having been held up for some time, I was able to speak with the ringleader of this growing army of confused zealots, and in this I have learned that their reasons for being here, they know of being, and they need help to contact him. They treat me as if I'm some kind of foretold prophet, which is a position, however, laughable. That gives me a level of control over this bizarre situation when I suggested that what I may need to head to Zealot. It seems almost pleased to offer me exactly what I was asking for, a short, steady supply of living subjects to continue to use as catalyst for the research. Perhaps this will do
The
as
monster
little
fell
good
asleep
as it
already,
is,
bro.
as it always has. We've been using the hidden entrances to accommodate as many of the subjects as possible for any number of tests. The young, the old, the strong, the infirm, all of the subjects
he already called it quits, bro.
have only one thing in common, and that is that they are more than willing to do whatever it may take to see this being into our world. I can't be certain how much of the being's words I can actually take to heart, but I know that this may be all I have left for my research.
Man, the monster's on his Instagram right now,
I
dude.
finally see it's within my grasp.
Bro,
Dude,
legit, I was falling asleep right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was about to go to sleep.
We could have sped the speed run family
Bruh.
time.
It is the monster. The monster just left and locked you in the basement, bro.
Dude, the monster said screw it, man.
The monster went to his bedroom, dog.
Bro, he went in your bed to sleep.
Shut up.
OD bonfire. Do you know
It's a bonfire. Light it.
you have to open the gate from the other side?
Another door.
Monster's just on his phone.
Oh,
Oh, what the?
oh god.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
A realistic statue. Still doesn't even show it in that one. Oh god.
Jimmy?
oh
What
naked
the
girl.
fuck?
The naked girl, Jamie.
What the fuck?
The naked girl, Jamie. Is she naked? Oh yeah, she is naked.
Shall I say?
Dude.
Dinner wants to live.
Talk to her.
His only
Wait, what's that
monster.
noise?
She has a knife.
Home of choice. I could find a house for that. Well, just moved in. Time to visit the
Are
neighbor.
these all the girls that got killed?
She like her pussy. Do it.
Chris? No.
Fuck that ass.
Well, shit, don't you can't continue.
Oh shit.
Oh, she's butt naked. Oh. Damn.
What? No!
Kill her!
Oh my god.
Ooh, titties!
Rock, please shut up.
Don't worry, I'll cover it.
Titties!
What'd you
Oh
say?
my god, why you end the
my
stream?
God, he,
Oh my.
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
The minute we get,
Bro.
the minute we get the fucking action, your freaking thing vanishes.
I don't know why. This my fucking Discord keeps restarting for me.
Jimmy, start a call, cause I can't see shit. I'm on my
Well,
fucking
I'm gonna
phone.
hang out with him so he can stay.
I'm a
It's
champion.
quiet, right, guys?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Titties. Titties. Oh.
Serial killer guy. I still have to.
How am I supposed to fucking see her?
It's Resident Evil rules, dude.
Play
How
God
did it
until
come?
everyone's dead.
Come to you.
Yeah, let her come to you.
No, dude.
Wait, is the stream live or not?
We just
Yeah.
sleep on benches. This goes
You just keep
very,
saying it's
very
not.
No, I can't see it.
Well, that sucks.
Well, until they get on the phone.
What do I do?
Y'all shoot the girl.
Shoot her in the. Can I just like run out?
Just like move.
Just go to the
Yeah, move close. Move
Go
close.
to the door.
Look.
The door shows.
No, I can't. It's locked.
Who is she?
It's locked. Did you not see? I can only leave through the one I came in.
Yeah, you gotta kill her. She has the key.
Careful.
You gotta kill her.
Jimmy, what's your health
Walk your
at?
face. She runs fast.
Jimmy, what's your health
I just have
at?
to run out. I'm going to run it out.
She let. Oh, this is. Shoot her. Oh.
Dude.
Oh, you got
Oh,
her.
it automatically locks
Hit her.
on.
Hit her.
Oh, what the? No.
Ah.
Oh.
Game over.
I get more than one life, right? Please, please tell me I get more than one life.
God.
You gotta check.
Please tell me.
How much is it gonna stretch?
Is there save states? Oh my god.
Oh. Oh,
Well, I
continue.
guess we're done with that.
Continue.
Oh shit.
Continue. Don't be dumb.
Dude.
Why should I start from the beginning? Was I supposed to save it? There's no saves.
No, it auto saves.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Oh, you see?
give me
Hold on.
back to the beginning. Yeah, so back to this
Why
section.
you deserve to die.
You guys got lucky.